Everybody just loves this country music. I want to do a donation, not a donation, a shout out, a tribute, not even a shout out, a tribute to the Littlefield family and the Lewinsky. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. How would you pronounce it? Lewandowski family. Our hearts at KHTS go out to you. They do. Everybody here at the station, our hearts go out to these families that lost these two great young kids that went to the College of the Canyons. And my prayers go to you, too. So anyway, back, Philly Raymond, dear friend, Jimmy Cohen here on KHTS, one of the great radio stations in America. Why do I say it's a great radio station? Because the owners give so much back to the community. KHTS gives so much back to the community. They're out there donating their time. We've got the, what's the show coming up in April? Where the flowers, what's it called? Home and Garden. Justin, you can use your microphone.
It is the KHTS Home and Garden Show.
And there'll be thousands. I'll be there. There'll be thousands of people there. And if you want to call in today, 298-5487, you can listen on hometownstation.com. Best radio app. I'm not lying. Best radio app in the country. You guys ought to need to. Well, you downloaded the app, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you listen to the show. Download the app. Just go to the App Store and type in KHTS. KHTS 1220 will pop up. You can listen. There's all kinds of great shows on the station all through the day. All right. You were born in Philadelphia. I won't say what year. And
time out. Newark, New Jersey.
Oh. Where's New Jersey? I don't even know where New Jersey is. I used to have an office in Princeton. I actually love New Jersey. So what city were you born in?
Newark, New Jersey.
Newark?
Newark.
Check your driver's license. You were really born in Newark?
Yeah. Same hospital as Shaquille O'Neal.
So you go to elementary school in Newark?
I went to elementary school in a town called Carteret, New Jersey. About 18,000 people.
Isn't Newark like Compton? Isn't it a scary place?
Newark is like Compton.
Yeah, pretty scary.
Yeah, my grandfather was a apartment owner. They would call that a slumlord today.
Now, Lou is your dad?
Lou is my dad.
What was your mom's name?
Mom's name, Toby. May she rest in peace.
Cool. God bless her.
T-O-B-Y.
And how many years were they married?
They would have been married. They were married 60.
No
Before
kidding.
my mom checked out, passed away.
So we were talking before the show started. My God, God bless, 60 years. This is a family that they, brothers or sisters?
I'm the oldest of four.
Four kids.
Yeah.
How many boys?
Me and my brother and I, and two beautiful sisters.
And you had a real family.
Oh, yeah.
And this is, I go back to foundation. So you had a foundation growing up. You knew you were loved, right?
Big time.
And this had to help you through school, knowing that you had unconditional love.
Oh, yeah. No question about that, yeah.
And where your sisters live? Still back there?
All in New Jersey.
Everybody's in New Jersey?
Everybody's, yeah.
Now, you have this little Jersey accent, which I find cute. I like it.
Is that true, Jimmy?
Yeah.
You still have a little twang.
Are you from Jersey too, Jimmy?
Chicago.
Jimmy? Oh, that's right. You said that earlier. Yeah. When you get to my age, you can't remember in 5-minute increments. Now, were you an athlete in school?
Oh, yeah.
What sports?
Catcher in baseball.
Ooh.
Point guard on the basketball team.
Ooh.
I was playing basketball over at LA Fitness up until about 3 or 4 years ago.
Then you had an accident.
Well, the legs at 62, that I am now.
I gave up competition sports at about 40 because the young kids, they want to take you out. There's a lot of pride if they can take no, you laugh, Justin. There's a lot of pride if they can take a 40-year-old out. Really,
what I do now is, and Jimmy's one of my fellow gym members, and I want you to come with us.
I belong to LA Fitness.
Yeah, I know,
already.
but I never see you there. Were you?
No, I'm at Newhall Ranch Road. You're up in
Golden Valley,
Golden Valley.
New one. But that's
a small little building. Have you ever been to my building, LA Fitness?
Yeah, sure.
We have upstairs. We have a pool. We have a restaurant in there. We have a weight room that's 10 times bigger than your little building over there.
Hey, Coach.
Yeah, back to New Jersey.
Right.
Okay, so you're an athlete growing up, and I always wanted to hire athletes. Do you think that being an athlete gives you a little bit of head start in life?
Yeah, the competition, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Competition and learning how to get along with people that you might not necessarily really like, but they're your teammates, and you find a way to work together, right?
I think it's I don't want to interrupt.
No,
Philly's
interrupt.
You are
segment,
interrupting.
but it's
You are
winning.
interrupting.
Winning, that philosophy of winning.
Donald
Follow
Trump.
direction.
Donald Trump.
Make America great again.
Yeah, there you go.
You're just a little sour lefty leaning. I'm going to have you back. You're fun. Your boy's fun here.
Oh, I love him.
Were you an athlete, Jimmy?
I was. I was a catcher,
You're
too.
a catcher.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a catcher, but I was tall, and back in the day, you didn't want a guy 6'4" as your catcher, because by the time you get out of your stance, it's tomorrow, right?
Guy's on third.
Oh, yeah.
Huh? Yeah, the
Guy's
guy.
on third.
By the time I get on my stance, but so you guys have the bodies. Oh, you really do have the body build of a catcher. Yeah.
Is that a compliment?
It's a compliment.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not a compliment.
I was. They called me little fire plug.
Yeah.
He's a superstar racquetball player.
I used to be good. I'm no good.
How do
anymore.
you, with racquetball, how do the knees work? I don't understand. You're putting your knees in jeopardy here. Back to New Jersey.
Oh,
All
okay,
right.
good.
So Lou and Toby have
and
the 4
Toby.
kids. What'd your dad do for Lou?
My dad, General Motors, 35-year guy.
In New Jersey?
Yeah.
As a plant? What were they building?
They have a bunch of plants all over the country back in those days.
Were they building a car in that plant?
He worked in a plant where they built a certain part, like they don't even build
Are you
anymore.
allowed to tell us the part?
Roller bearings. Yeah, believe it or not. Yeah. You know, remember when you pulled the wheel off when you did a brake job on a car?
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
That's what my dad did.
Really? 30? God bless him. 35
Oh, yeah.
years. And he's, how old is Lou now?
He'll be 92 coming up in a few months.
Lou, I got to tell you, because Philly's going to give the show to your daughter, and then you're going to listen. This guy loves you. Your son loves you, man, and what a
hero.
what a blessing.
Oh,
huh?
yeah.
What
That's-
a blessing.
That's my role model, but
You've given to each other. Now,
Yeah.
are you due to go back? Oh, Lou, you got a new hip, I guess, right?
a partial hip replacement. Took a fall catching a football Super Bowl Sunday.
With a partial, what does that mean? They put in half a steel plate?
The ball up on top, the ball joint.
I don't know. This is
Yeah.
too much
Oh,
info
you're not
for
a
me.
doctor, Coach.
No, I'm really not a doctor. Okay, so growing up in New Jersey, growing up with this great family, tell me about your life. Any college?
Oh, yeah. College, like Jimmy, communications degree. And,
Which means you spend most of the time in the gym, just
in the
like I
gym,
did. Yeah.
hitting balls around in a radio station. It wasn't like this.
What was it like?
It was similar.
KHTS is modern.
But, this is modern.
This is state of the art.
This is state of the art, is right.
You're listening to KHTS AM 1220. Tell your friends, because this show's interesting. I get really interesting guests on.
The policeman friend of mine.
Especially today.
Oh,
Really? Yeah.
The policeman friend last week was phenomenal.
Yeah, Don.
was-
If you're listening, buddy, you'll be back. You'll all be back. But
Wish Don he's having surgery today. By the
oh
way.
my God, is he okay?
Knee, minor knee.
Yeah, it's minor to us, major to him. Trust
Yeah.
me. So let's
Yeah.
get into New Jersey. So
then I
what
came-
was life like? You grew up in the 70s, because you're younger than I am. What was life like growing up in New Jersey? Did the West Coast seem like? Did you have a longing to come to the West Coast?
Great story for me.
How long is this story going to be?
Quick.
Make it quick.
Anthony Davis, Notre Dame, USC. I might have been about 13 years old, and I saw him running crazy against.
Touchdown.
and-
Touch.
yeah. So and I said, I want to
return the kickoff.
Exactly. I want to move here. That was it. And that was my dream, to move out to Southern California. And at 20 years old, I've been here ever since.
If you could keep your mouth right on the microphone, that would be nice.
Oh, okay.
If you could do that just
Okay.
once. Yeah, now we've got 60 million people for the same reason that you wanted to come out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Phil, did everyone in New Jersey get a trophy?
You know what? Yeah.
Is that your question? That's a great question.
I can remember that.
No, we didn't. Not everybody.
Everybody got a trophy. Coach.
Seriously?
Everybody.
Not in California, man. You
No.
had to. Not in my era. You had to work for it.
Come on, Coach.
No, everybody had to work for it.
Now, the little kids, when they play baseball, everybody gets a trophy.
Right.
Life's so much different than, it's not that we want to go back, but what's happened, you guys, that the parents, first of all, let me ask you a question. Did Lou and Toby parent you, or did they try to be your best friend?
Oh, parent.
Did you get a spanking?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. How about you, Jimmy? growing
Yes,
up?
same. Absolutely.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
By my mother, not my dad.
Right. Can you imagine today if you hit a kid, you're going to get arrested. The kid will call 911. My dad's beating me. You're going to get arrested.
Brutal.
What has happened? I'm not saying that capital punishment's the answer, but there was some respect growing up in the 70s. And I think what had disappeared in the late 80s, but parents today are trying to be friends with their kids, not parents. Where's the accountability? Where's the three of us grew up with discipline, right? When you were in New Jersey high school, did they hit you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, how about you, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine a teacher swatting a kid today?
Yeah.
They would be, the
Oh,
teacher would be handcuffed.
Handcuffed, that's
and,
right.
And 10 years or more. The system is broken, and we're to blame. It's our country. We're to blame. The participation in voting is, what do we get for a general election? This time it may be big, but what do we get, 35%
That
turnout?
much?
That
Is it
much?
that high?
Is that high, Coach?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
So back to New Jersey.
Sure.
I'm fascinated with people.
Have you
that-
ever visited?
I used to have an office right across the street from Princeton University.
Oh, that's Coach. That's the high.
515.
That's the high rent district, Princeton.
I'm a high rent guy.
I know you are.
Oh, back to New Jersey. So you had this longing to move to California.
Yes.
What was the major difference growing up? You think when you moved out to California, did you go, wow, this is not what I thought it was, or this is better than I thought it was? What was there anything that stood out about other than the beautiful women? We have beautiful women out here, right?
Oh,
You got to
yeah.
admit, right?
Oh, yeah.
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 Then what was stood out? Anything?
The people were just so nice. The melting pot of people.
We are nice people.
Oh, yeah, the melting pot.
Especially in Southern California.
Oh, yeah.
Now, when did you meet your sweetheart that you were married to?
I met her, my second wife, Kathy.
Kathy.
Yeah, Kathy.
The love of your life.
Oh, yes.
Is Lisa listening to the show?
Yeah, Lisa's listening.
Hey, Lisa, he loves you. Trust Lisa.
The love of his life back then.
Lisa,
Back
let
then.
me give you a disclaimer. He's always talking about you every 5 minutes, how much he loves you, and
Oh, yeah.
we're going to go to dinner. So, honey, this is not about you. This is about me interviewing your Jersey boy.
So the first marriage, I'll use your golf terms, was a mulligan. But
A cup of coffee. In sports, we call it a cup of coffee.
well, you're a golfer, so a mulligan.
Yeah.
And
You had a cup of coffee.
I got two beautiful boys, two nice, handsome guys from that
Okay.
marriage.
From the Mulligan?
Yeah, from the mulligan. Two
Wow.
nice guys.
All right.
And then I met Kathy. I was coaching her kid in baseball.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I told you that
I remember
story.
that story.
Yeah,
And,
and,
you got a little too close. She got a little too close to the coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And her kid was the best player on the team.
This is what happens.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
Yeah.
And you have this great marriage.
Great
and then,
marriage, phenomenal.
Unfortunately, she
Fought cancer like there was no tomorrow, and left us. She had a battle.
This did it change your life? I mean, you're a positive guy. You're still grinding away like Jimmy and I, which is great. Being a grinder is a compliment, don't you, Jimmy? Don't you think?
Absolutely.
So, was there anything about losing her that dramatically changed your life?
Just that in my mind that you know how life is
So short.
too short. I mean, it's so short.
It is
Yeah,
short.
real short.
Yeah.
And it's like I enjoy doing a lot of stuff. Like I enjoy doing where I met you.
Yeah, we don't talk about our habits. Never.
habits,
Never
okay.
talk about our habits. Okay, back to New Jersey. I'm fascinated with the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a president. Well, first of all, you got Trump. That's another story. That's another show. But you got your guy Christie. I like your guy Christie. I really do.
What do you think, VP?
No, Attorney General. He'd be a good Attorney
Oh,
General.
you're
He's a
absolutely right.
no-nonsense,
You're absolutely right.
in your face, but he would not be. If Trump makes it, he's got to get a guy from the somewhere in the Midwest. Kasich's my guy.
I like him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a moderate. Jimmy, could you go along with him?
I think that Trump.
You
would
have a
to-
crush on Hillary. Why don't you just admit it?
I don't have a crush on her.
You do. You're a
no.
single man, and you would like to, it's a family show.
It's a family show.
It's a
Monica
family
is actually
show.
more my type.
And she may be listening.
God bless.
It's a show on KHTS. It's called The Business Life. We just talk about life. We talk to real people about real things. So back to New Jersey. I'm fascinated.
Sure.
Christie is the governor is the governor of New Jersey. I think he'd do a great job no matter what he did. But his presence, he's a Jersey guy.
He is.
So if he was taller, I think if he was like at least 6'1", don't you think?
He might be 6'1".
He's a
not
heavy
6'1"?
guy. He's heavy.
Chris
He's heavy.
Christie?
He's heavy.
He's heavy. He got to lose a few pounds.
No, he had the surgery. He had the whatever,
did?
the
Did he?
tummy tuck.
The lap
It
band?
hasn't worked yet.
No, it hasn't worked.
It hasn't.
No. I saw him the other day.
Jim, what do you have
He was
to
on
say?
the plane standing there with Trump.
I don't think it helped him very
Oh,
much
no.
if he did.
I
have a
agree,
procedure.
Justin.
Well, they shrink the size of your stomach, I think.
I don't know if he had that, Coach.
Maybe he just
you
had
might
it
be
recently.
speaking. You might be speaking out of turn there.
Both sides of my
Yeah,
mouth.
I don't think he had that
All right,
procedure.
back to New Jersey. So I'm fascinated with New Jersey. It's a beautiful state. People don't realize the coast of New Jersey is gorgeous.
Absolutely.
A lot of money in that city
No question.
or town or whatever.
That area.
So what did you bring? You've been in California how many years now?
Almost 40 years.
No way.
Yeah.
And you still have this little phony accent?
Stop it, Coach.
Come on. Phil Raymond, that's my very special guest today.
Yeah.
Phil Raymond, and big shout out to you, Lou Raymond. 40 years? I didn't realize that.
40 years, buddy.
Jimmy doesn't have a Chicago accent, and he's, how many, Jimmy?
I've been out here almost 20.
Yeah, and there's definitely I have an office in Naperville. Do you know where that is?
Sure.
Yeah, so there's definitely a little Chicago,
Yeah.
but you don't have it. Okay, so what did you bring from New Jersey here that you can share with thousands of people listening to your voice, Phil Raymond?
A nice guy from New Jersey.
You are a nice guy.
Moved to California.
What's your business? If you want, let me hear your commercial. So every shopping cart, you sell shopping cart advertising,
That's right.
bench advertising.
That's right.
Why don't you put some advertising on the benches right in front of KHTS right here?
I would if they would allow me. The beautiful city. All cities don't allow.
I don't knock this city. I've been told by management to love this city. So
It's a great city.
I love this city. Just the little potholes, they're just bugging me right now.
Up by your house. There's
Yeah.
no potholes where you live.
Oh, there's only a couple of minutes. Will you come back, guys?
God, I'd love to, Coach.
Yeah, you
me
guys
too.
are
A lot of fun.
You're
Yeah.
fun. All right, you got 2 minutes left. What do you want to say to hundreds of thousands of people listening across
I just
America?
want to thank you for having us. And
You want anybody to donate money to your fund or anything?
no, I'm okay.
To the
Just-
Phil Raymond Fund?
I get Ron Tunick to donate every time I see him. But I just want to say, Coach, you're fantastic. Like I said before,
You're one of the good ones, too.
you're one of the nicest people. And the station should be is very lucky to have you on twice
No,
a
they
week.
know they're lucky to have me.
Yeah, right.
Justin, you're lucky to have me, right? He's shaking his head.
There's
no.
Justin's good. Nice.
All right, so that's it. That's no plug for your business.
No, not necessary.
No. So if
Everybody knows me, Coach.
all right, if you want bench advertising, which actually works, call Coach or go to CoachTunick.com or just call me at 298-5487. Thanks for all the calls today. The phone lines
Yeah, my
were
buddy,
lit up.
my buddy Fred was supposed to
They
call
were
in.
lit up today.
He got phone shy. My good friend Fred.
My daughter Julie, my oldest daughter, who's a child psychologist, will not call in. She has phonophobia. Phonophobia.
Wow.
She thinks it's public speaking, So, but we did get thousands of calls today, Justin. So thank you for.
Way to handle it, Justin.
Thanks for doing everything you did today. We'll see you Thursday. I have a special guest coming Thursday. Somebody that, can I say they're in a nudist colony? Can I say that? So they're in a nudist colony, and they're going to come nude. The whole show will be filmed. I don't know how it's going to work.
How come Jimmy?
You guys can come
Can we come
Thursday.
back?
Yeah, can we come back?
I've never interviewed it.
Check your note, Coach.
I've never interviewed a nudist. You want my name? Is that what you're saying? What are you saying? Just say, you have a microphone. What do you want me to do?
We'll talk about it when we come back in the next segment.
Oh, we have another segment? Oh, my God. We'll be right back on KHTS, 1220 a.m. I've lost track of time. I thought I was saying goodbye. Now I got to say hello again. We'll be right back. So am I. So back to the business life. Phil Raymond, and Jimmy Cohen here with me. I'm so honored to have him at KHTS, one of the great radio stations in America. You can listen to us on hometownstation.com or go to the App Store. Go to the App Store like Phil does and listens to the show every week. Just type in KHTS and 1220 will pop up. So let me go around. We do have 500 callers lined up. We'll take you here in a minute, caller. But if I was president, I should have run. I should have ran for president. I was thinking about it, and I know I would have gotten elected. The first thing I would do is enact a 4-day work week. I think an extra day off makes everybody happy, and I want happy fellow citizens. That's what I would do. What would you do, Philly?
I would look at some of these pensions that...
This is the first thing you're going to do in office is look at pensions?
Pensions, government pensions. Too many guys making way too much money on that we're paying for.
That's the first thing you would do?
That's exactly
Jimmy,
the first thing
Jimmy
I would do.
Cohen, what would you do?
Review the health care plan and make some changes
Make it
to
better.
it to make it better, make it more affordable, make it more
Accessible.
doctor friendly.
There you go.
The doctors are making their money, and that and it doesn't cost an arm and a leg for the individual.
We're running out of time, but I'm going to have both of you back. But that's so true that it's not doctor friendly. Nobody talks about it. The press is so dishonest. Anyway, we have callers lined up. Let's take our first caller. Identify your. You don't have to give us your real name. Make up a name. What name would you like to make up, caller?
This is Frank.
Frank. Welcome
I
to
don't need to make up a name. I
Okay.
got nothing to hide.
Welcome. Well, let me ask you an honest question. Have you ever gone to a movie theater by yourself?
All the time.
In a trench coat, Frank. Do you wear a trench coat when you go by yourself?
You can find me there at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Frankie's the only guy I know that goes to a movie by himself on a regular basis.
Thank you for listening to the show, and hope you keep listening, and hopefully you keep calling in. So if you were president, Frank, what would be the first thing you would do?
Well, the first thing I would do?
Yeah, as president.
You wouldn't elect me president. They'd put a hit out on me because the first thing I would do would get rid of the federal government.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of a quasi wannabe libertarian. We need government. Think about this. It's a great question. Maybe I should have Frank on the show. Get rid of you two bungling guys and get Frank in here. We need government because government creates civilization. So think about it. If we got rid of the federal government, we wouldn't have the FBI, which does a great job. I love the FBI.
Sure.
I love the CIA.
But that's the FBI.
Okay, so we'll keep the FBI.
Get rid of the IRS.
We need
Frank,
the right,
IRS.
Oh, Frank,
the
yeah.
right kind of government. What we don't need is we don't need the government to act as a parental unit for human beings, for the citizenry.
Amen,
That's all.
brother. Amen, brother. I'm with that. So, is there any question you want to ask of Phil Raymond or Jimmy Cohen?
So you got Jimmy in there too?
What's
Yeah.
up, Frank?
Jimmy's a legend.
Well, I just want to say that the chairman is the man. I love the chairman.
Isn't he a great guy? He is really. I'd run him for mayor. We ought to. I don't know. The mayor's a good guy, Bob Keller.
Nah. He wouldn't. Chairman wouldn't make a good mayor because he'd have to make the hard decisions, and he wants to be nice to everybody.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
think about it, Frank.
Thanks, Frank.
If we got Phil as mayor, we'd get an envelope under the door once in a while, wouldn't we? We'd get an envelope under the door once in a while.
Everybody gets an envelope.
Everybody gets an envelope. Thank you for calling in. Keep listening. You have a great voice too. You need to come in the station and let's talk about politics. We'll have you back. All right.
Over, Chairman. I'm glad to talk politics. All right, Philly. See you soon.
See you, buddy.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Frank.
So, Justin, we have 1 minute left. So I want to say that our country tonight is going to probably have a story for us tomorrow.
Yes,
And it's going to be very interesting for you liberals Jimmy, and I'm sorry for you.
I told you, I'm any way the wind blows. I'm any way the wind blows.
I'm a
Coach.
front runner too. But I'm embarrassed right now with what the Republicans have put up.
It was a circus. It was a circus the other night.
Yeah. It's terrible and it's embarrassing, and I hope somebody grows up. I hope one of these candidates grows up. All right. Phil Raymond, you will be back many times. Jimmy Cohen, you'll be back. You guys were a great guest today. KHTS, the business of life. Don't forget Thursday, the nude, what is that called? The nudist colony will be here.
Wow.
All right, we'll see you Thursday at 1 o'clock, KHTS, 1220 a.m., the business of life. Take us out with one of my favorite all-time songs. Listen to the song, guys. Listen.